peace, and love. Soul Group. It's that guy back. Focus guy with fucked up perspective. I had an individual send this video to me in my email address, and I've always had an infatuation for the pyramids. And there's been a lot of folk tales about how those pyramids were perfectly set up. Like no other technology that we as regular beings, you know what I mean, human beings have ever seen can actually build those now, as far as we know, right? So I had someone send me this video that said the pyramid mystery has now been solved. They know who and how these pyramids were built over there in Egypt. So we're going to get into this video right after the troll. Hey, yo!
Now that's fucked up.
Perspective. Alright, so I just want to let you guys know that I watch all of these reactions live with you, my beloved Soul Group. Okay, so I have no idea what this is about. Some of the titles jump out at me, and we just throw them on the Fucked Up Perspective platform to see if the perspective is fucked up. Let's check out the video.
The Great Pyramid mystery has been finally solved. The Great Pyramid of Giza, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, is visited by millions of tourists every year. If you have been to Egypt, you probably also have a fun picture of you pointing at the top of the pyramids or holding the Sphinx in your hand. You only have to travel 15 miles from the center of modern Cairo to find yourself thousands of years back in time, in your imagination, even though the pyramids help a lot to make it seem real.
It is a beautiful sight.
Many scientists, archaeologists, and history fans would give anything to travel in time to answer one question. It has been the topic of debate and research for centuries. How was the Great Pyramid built? Were aliens involved in the process? Good news is, you don't have to wait for time travel to be invented to find out the answer. The mystery has finally been solved. Brightside is going to tell you who made the Pyramid of Giza as great as we know it and how they managed to do it.
I'm smiling because I'm anxious.
Give this video a like if you've always wanted to know this secret from the past.
Oh, that's a good ploy to get some likes.
Your history teacher back at school must have told you the prevailing theory of how the Great Pyramid was built. Hundreds of ancient Egyptians carried huge blocks of limestone and granite to Giza. They built construction, which was great indeed. The Pyramid of Khufu remained the tallest structure on Earth made by humans for over 3,800 years. It was composed of 2.3 million stone blocks put together so precisely that a human hair could not pass through the adjoining blocks. Impressive, huh?
Wow.
More than that, the Great
Soul Group, just imagine that. These pyramids were structured in such a way that not even one follicle of a human hair could push through these blocks, man. That's incredible. I'm always blown away with pyramid talk.
The pyramid was originally covered with highly polished limestone, which reflected the sunlight and made it shine like a star.
Really? Really? Wow. Did any of you guys hear this limestone originating with the pyramids of Giza? I don't think I've ever heard anyone say that. Let's continue.
The light was so strong it could be seen from the moon. Sadly, the casing stones are no longer there because of an earthquake, which happened in the 14th century. We can only imagine how beautiful it must have been. The pyramid was also unique because it had inner passages going both up and down, unlike the other pyramids. What else makes it stand out? It is the only 8-sided pyramid in Egypt.
Wow.
It aligned with the stars in Orion's belt and pointed to the pole star Alpha Draconis. Finally, it is the most accurately aligned construction ever created facing true north. It is exactly at the center of the landmass of our planet. The parallels and meridians which cross the most land only meet in two places on Earth. One of them is in the deep blue ocean. The other one is where the Great Pyramid is.
Wow.
What a great place
Incredible.
to build something monumental, isn't it? All this proves how skilled the people must have been to be able to build it. Some scientists who lived centuries after them, and some people today, still refuse to believe the ancient civilizations were that smart and talented. So, the Great Pyramid has given birth to many theories. How and for what was it constructed? You definitely heard some people believe it was done with the help of aliens. After all, many great
Right?
constructions on Earth, like Stonehenge, Teotihuacan, and Easter Island's figures apparently look too good or too genius for their time. So someone just decided they must have come from a different planet. But there are more bizarre theories which have to do with the Great Pyramid. People in medieval Europe believed the pyramids were built to store grain. According to them,
Grain?
they were Joseph's granaries, described in the Old Testament.
Come on.
In 1859, a British publisher, John Taylor, concluded that the pyramid was, in fact, not built by aliens or the Egyptians, but by Noah himself. Yes, the Noah who
Noah's
also built
Ark?
the Ark. Taylor has done some major calculations and even come up with a special measurement term,
Noah's
the pyramid
Ark?
inch, which, according to him, was nearly identical to the British inch. An astronomer from Scotland named Charles Piazzi Smith was so inspired by Taylor's writings, he did decide to do his own research. The results were published in 1864 as a book of 664 pages.
That's a lot of
Imagine the amount of time that research has taken him.
Right.
The result was pretty interesting. Smith stated that the pyramid, if you measured it in pyramid inches, could be read as a history book of both the past and the future of the Earth. The Grand Gallery, for example, which was the sloping passage, marked the birth and, 33 inches later, the crucifixion of Jesus. The gallery ended at a point somewhere between 1,881 and 1,911 pyramid inches. Smith believed it to mean the years of Great Tribulation before the second coming of Christ.
Wow.
Some scientists denied the holy origins of the pyramid altogether. In 1884, a paper was presented at a conference in Philadelphia. It said the pyramids were originally hills. Those hills were used as quarries to get enough stone for edifices. As time passed, the hills were cut into pyramids. Probably one of the most interesting theories of the pyramid's construction involved levitation. Not the Wingardium Leviosa one used by Harry Potter and others in the magical world, but a different kind of levitation. The one that has to do with the power of the human mind and sound vibration. Acoustic levitation helped stone blocks defy gravity and move over the ground, believed the supporters of this theory. Aliens, Noah, levitation, what really helped to build the Great Pyramid? We are about to
Well, I'm just gonna give you my two cents on this right now. Before I watched this video, and it's all perspective. I mean, it's 2017, and no one in 2017, unless you reincarnated and you're a time traveler, could say this is what happened. It's all perspective. But I myself, I'm leaning more towards levitation, some kind of technology that they had back in the day, to have such a structure so perfectly and metrically sculptured. I mean, it's beyond the technology that we have now with architects. You know what I mean? So I'm leaning toward levitation. I would love to hear what you guys think. Is it Noah? Is it aliens? Leave your comments. Please comment on this one. Let's continue.
find out. Click thumbs up if you can't wait to get the answer.
Oh, this
We
guy.
have it.
I'm gonna start using this stuff. Click thumbs
It
up if you
remained
want
a
another
mystery
video.
for centuries, but now it has been solved. New proof has been found to tell us how the Egyptians were able to transport 2.5-ton blocks of limestone and granite for 500 miles to build the tomb of Pharaoh Khufu in 2600 BC.
How?
Pharaohs did not spare money for the construction of the pyramids. They hired the best architects and engineers of the time to be in charge of the construction. Of course, they did not do the hard stone-carrying work themselves and gave this task to an army of slaves. They had 170,000 tons of limestone to transport to the construction
Ain't no
spot.
way.
How did they do it? A 45-year-old scroll of papyrus found in Wadi al-Yarf, a Red Sea port, has shed light on the mystery. It turned out to be the Diary of Merer, an overseer of a team of elite workers written in the 27th year of Pharaoh Khufu's reign.
See, the only problem that I have with this kind of stuff, man, it just keeps us, they just keep bringing all of these, oh, we found a new one, we found a new one, we found a new one. You know, it's just so many writings. Now they done found something else, and you know what I'm saying? I'm not really feeling this, even the energy of this video is too Hollywood for me, but we're almost done, and we'll make it to the end.
The diary, which was more of a logbook, described the construction process of the Great Pyramid with all the details we did not know before. According to this precious archaeological material, laborers transported limestone from Tura to Giza in wooden boats.
What the fuck? So you trying to tell... Oh shit! Oh man! I had to let that out. I'm sorry. I had to let that out. So you trying to tell me they brought
letters, Merer described the daily lives of workers in the course of several months as they were busy with transportation. First, they had to transform the landscape to divert water from the Nile and direct it to the pyramid through artificial canals. Then, they started transportation of limestone blocks from Tura downstream to the construction spot. The journey took around 3 days. Now, the question is, where did that clever system of waterworks go? It could not have disappeared with no trace at all. That is right. Archaeologists say they found evidence of it beneath the Giza Plateau, where the central canal was flowing. 7 boat pits have also been located around Khufu's pyramid, 2 to the west and the east of it, 2 between the Queen's pyramids, and the remaining one beside the mortuary temple. More than that, archaeologists managed to find ceremonial boats. They give a good explanation of the ship's construction process. Now, the secret of the Great Pyramid is no longer a mystery to you. You see, it took no aliens, but hard work, limestone, and wooden boats to create one of the wonders of the ancient world.
Wow. I don't know. I might have laughed too fast. And the joke might actually be on me. Now, when I think about it, it doesn't really matter how heavy those bricks were when you put them in water. You know, picture the big icebergs that's in the ocean. Dude, they weigh freaking infinity as far as in weight, and they just float in the water. So now, as I really think about this, I think the joke could be on me, you know. I think I might have laughed prematurely, but I don't know about this one. This one was sure going in the direction of fucked up perspective. But now, when I think about it, it's possible. It's even more believable, more tangible when you think about it than the levitation, because I've never seen anyone do levitation work to the capacity of moving big buildings and stuff around and big boulders around. I've heard of it now. I've seen little experiments of little things moving, right? But I've seen with my own eyes big ass rocks floating in water. Yeah. Let me know what you guys think about this one. Well, that's just a download that I've been holding on for a long time, which is the levitation and the advanced societies and the powers that they have. I can't prove that, but I downloaded that a long time ago. But now that I'm really thinking about this, it's brilliant. You can move a lot of rocks with water. But I'm just thinking, wouldn't boats sink from heavy ass limestone? If you put too many men in a boat, it'll sink. You guys leave in the comment section what you think. If you have videos that you want us to react to live, send those videos to the appropriate links in the description box. Thank you for watching this with me. Let me know if you think this is fucked up perspective or a possibility, or if you do and believe that finally it's been revealed the pyramids were built by slaves who brought all of these limestones to that actual site with boats, wooden boats, and man-made built trenches that led them to the pyramids. Until next time, peace and love, Soul Group. I love you guys.